Pearl Lois, or Precious Pearl as she is popularly known, is a 63-year-old veteran calypso singer who has been in the industry for the last 12 years, producing some very interesting songs, which has ranged from everything to youth empowerment to highlighting the dangers of fertilized foods. Lois has been participating in the local calypso competition since 2008, but it was in 2017 that she was able to nab the second position with her song Old Age Like a Criminal. This year, the 63-year-old does not intend to be overlooked as she is planning to hit the stage hard with her innovative piece, Put the Meter Where We Can't Reach It, which encourages Guyanese to conserve water and stop the wastage. She spoke of how the idea came about.
My sister sitting there, she got a thing about water wastage. She's always calling in any way we see water wasting. If I go in town and I see water wasting, I would call her and say, man, this place, that place, and we would call into GWI. And, so we're very concerned about water wastage.
Lois said it is her hope that young people will pay attention to the message of the song. She also hopes that more parents continue to teach their children the importance of water conservation. Lois was born in Corentyne, Berbice, but she has lived most of her life in the capital city. The mother of one is a published children's author who put her pen down to take up calypso.
Let me be honest with you, I'm not much of a singer, more of a writer than a singer. But in calypso, you don't have to have a songbird voice to sing calypso. You could even talk a message. And so, that is why I'm here.
The singer is calling on government to place more emphasis on calypso since the art form is beginning to dwindle.
Calypso is a legacy from our forefathers, from the slaves, and it ought to be treated with more respect and dignity than it is being done right now.
The semi-finals of the senior calypso competition will be held Sunday at Bartico, where Lois, along with a number of other artists, will compete for a shot at the finals. For the HGP Nightly News, Colwyn Abrams.
The Save the Camohon Park Committee is into its fourth year and so far has been able to successfully complete a number of projects while attempting to preserve the park itself. Jude Bernard, chairman of the committee, gave an outline of the initiatives the committee has embarked upon over the past year and their future endeavors.
For 2020, we are not going away. We have hit the ground running. If you look right here, we have 2 gazebo tents, which we have recently procured. Whenever you pass and you see a Save Camohon Park tent, it means that our bumper stickers are available. Our other merchandise that we will be developing over the next few months are available for sale. We're also happy to unveil to you our 2020 calendar. We have gotten support from the Willie Reddit Foundation to publish this lovely calendar. It highlights lovely scenes from the park.
The committee is hosting an event on Friday the 7th of February, the day of Grenada's 46th anniversary of independence, at the park. The event, which starts at 4 p.m., is geared towards solidifying the backing of the committee's cause, Bernard explains.
There'll be solidarity messages from individuals and groups that support what we are doing, and there'll be speeches and other activities. There'll be music, what you call patriotic music, and other things like that. So come in your colors, come in your Grenadian colors, and come and be a part of a fun activity here at 4 p.m. on Friday.
The committee has been an advocate for preventing commercialization of the area along Grand Anse Beach. According to Bernard, private property notices and security guards are just 2 of the signs that the committee believes are reminding Grenadians of the restricted access to the beach. Bernard says, though the committee is not against development, more and more of the beach is being taken away from Grenadians. While the projects are welcomed, they do restrict access to the public.
And if you look at what the situation in the northern part of the beach with the Silver Sands project, Well, we know there are issues about it and the encroachment onto the beach and so. And you look at what's happening at the other extreme end of the beach with the that massive project that's happening down there. So you see what's happening. Both ends are gone as far as residents are concerned. And when you look at all the other projects, other properties along the beach, and the beach chairs for the guests and the security guards who walk around and look at you over the shoulders and so, making you feel uncomfortable. It gives us, even at this point in time, more justification to defend this spot.
Tony Julian, GBN News.
Health officials say they continue to aggressively work at eliminating the threat of the coronavirus entering the country through ports of entry. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Francis Martin stresses that apart from the passengers coming through the international airport, cruise ship passengers are also being screened for symptoms associated with the virus. In an exclusive interview with GBN, Dr. Martin explains that each time a ship docks on our shore, it is visited by a medical officer.
The normal process is that whenever a ship comes to port, our port health officer goes onto the ship, and they go there for that particular reason, to ensure that first of all there aren't any sick person that poses a threat to us as a nation. The medical providers on the ship, they're aware of those because those are international health regulation standards that all ships must abide by. So these ships will not be annoyed if we decide to prevent disembarkment or avoid or refuse pratique, if you want to call it that way.
Dr. Martin also spoke of other systems in place at the cruise ship terminal in St. George.
Further to that, on St. George's Port, for example, where the cruise ship is, there is a small medical outpost there that may, in the event that something happens, be able to mount a response as well. And that has been going well for many, many years. You know, yesterday there was a patient that needed ambulance transfer to the general hospital from a cruise ship, and that was done seamlessly. Patient got the care they needed at the general hospital and then returned to the ship. And so we really just want to reinforce that the process is working, and we just need to continue to build it.
The CMO added that all passengers showing symptoms will not be allowed to leave the ship when it docks.
First of all, the cruise ship risk for influenza to our nation is quite low, for the simple reason when the port health officer goes onto the ship and check the health records or the declaration, anybody with respiratory illnesses or symptoms are refused disembarkation. They're not able to come off the ship. Once they have any gastroenteritis, or gastro as we call it, or respiratory tract symptoms, they are refused entry. They're not supposed to disembark that ship. So,
for GBN News, I am Rina Perry reporting.
Following 3 days of keen competition in the 2020 Republic Bank Spice Island Billfish Tournament, Magic Lady from Trinidad topped the other boats to capture the first place prize, amassing 4,200 points from 11 sailfish and 1 blue marlin releases. Among the other awardees were Anisha Thomas boat Maverick, St. Lucia for top female angler, Andrew Sabga Jr. Zeron, Trinidad, for top junior angler, Francois Moutet Magic Lady, Trinidad top angler, and Gary Clifford Yes I, top Grenada angler. Overall, 287 anglers participated, among them 10 female and 7 junior anglers, including 1 female among the juniors. Prior to the main event, a local tournament was held on the 24th of January among the various parishes. The overall prize was won by Curtis Allard of St. Andrew. The 2020 Republic Bank Spice Island Billfish Tournament blasted off on the 26th of January. Back in 2019, 74 boats had participated in the tournament. This year, recorded the second largest number of boats, 57, with 23 from Trinidad and 15 from Grenada. For the first time, though, a boat from Jamaica participated. The tournament is into its 51st year. Republic Bank, the main sponsor for the Billfish Tournament, extended congratulations to all the winners and participants. A special commendation to the Billfish Tournament Committee on what they say was a well-executed event. In a press release issued, the bank said that it remained committed to game fishing conservation and to promoting Grenada as a great sport tourism destination. Tony Julian, GBN News.
Welcome, Coffee, home after making history as the first female reggae artist to win the Grammys. I'm as excited as when I was Shabaran's manager and we won the Grammy. It was a fantastic experience and I feel so good about Coffee's success and the fact that I'm declaring interest. She lives in my constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a history to this. I can take credit for giving her first big exposure. But when I was told when we were unveiling the Bold statue, when we were making plans to unveil the statue, we were looking for artists to perform and we wanted young, bright, fresh artists. And so a young man was introduced to me as the artist who would perform from Ardennes. And then Lenny Salmon came to me and said, there's a young female who performs with him and so we should use both of them. So of course I said, listen, I don't want an amateur show. I want a really good show. I want good performances. Send me the video. Well, I saw the video and I was so impressed with her performance. And so she performed for Usain Bolt for the first time. She had a major exposure at the national level. The rest is history.
Thank you so much for coming in at short notice, as Minister said. I'm just truly thankful, truly humble. I never saw this. No. I saw it, but not no. So I'm still trying to catch up. I'm still playing catch up with how fast everything has gone. And I want to take this opportunity as well to just say congratulations to my child, my wash belly. My sweet child. Congratulations, my boy. So proud of you. I want to say thank you to Tammy Cham, who has been on the journey, and many more persons. You know, I want to use this opportunity also to say thank you to Kanija Palmer, who started the journey with her and helped her to realize her talent. Thank you, and thank God. Last but definitely not least, thank God.
I'm elated to especially be supported, so strongly supported by my country. I just came back and I've been warmly welcomed, and I thank you for the continuous push and what I would say motivation from my fellow people, my fellow Jamaican people. This has been an honor, and this accomplishment for me now, it allows me to look forward mostly to... Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. But I hope you can hear me over it, but it motivates me now to continue to inspire other youth and to highlight us as a country and to try to put us on even greater platforms as I go along my career. So I just want to thank everybody for being a part of my journey, and this is only the beginning, so we look forward to much more greatness. Thank you.
Good.
All right, so questions?
First month for 2020 has ended with a total of 44 murders. And mere hours into a new month, this country records yet another murder, this time in the Lavantil area. Reports state that residents of Old St. Joseph Road, Success Village, Lavantil heard gunshots around 5 a.m. on Saturday. The body of Noel Shepherd was later found in the tree of a pickup truck. His murder brings the figure to 45 for the year. And in an earlier incident, Roland Isaac was listed as murder victim number 44. He was killed at Harding Place in Cookeritt on Friday afternoon. Roland Isaac was shot and killed when he went to a shop in the area to purchase items. TTT News understands that a Kiss Bakery delivery driver was also at the parlor conducting business when the gunshots were heard. Isaac, the owner of the shop, and the Kiss Bakery delivery driver were all injured during the shooting. Isaac died on the scene, while the other 2 persons were taken to hospital where they remain in critical condition. And taking a look at the murder figures over the past few years, January 2020 has ended with 44 murders, 3 more than January 2019 and 16 less than in 2018. January is considered the month with the highest murder rate, with an average of 49 murders in the last 5 years. Ian Wason, TTT News.
The water is like gas. The bottom of the water in the drain is like gas. If we don't, in the evening we can't breathe. In the morning we can't breathe. It's a lucky thing it's not a clean water, because we would all die by dengue and chickpea and everything. But this water is a stagnant water for years. It's like gas under the bottom of it.
But with the country experiencing a dengue outbreak, the residents are even more fearful. They complained that they have been dealing with this situation for years, and now it's making life unbearable. Some residents have become so frustrated to the point where they have started to make plans to move out of the area.
If you can take a look on all the people in the yard, the mosquitoes catch 6 o'clock. We can't stand up now upon the road. The whole of the house them are sink. If you look down there, you see a house, a board house. The youth have to move out of it because of the rain. As the rain coming, if you go inside it, you can't believe that somebody did live there. And yesterday the youth come to tear down. The youth have to pay rent.
We can't live like this. Sunday we can't go to church. Saturday we can't go to market. The children coming from school, and sometimes it's a shame. My heart bleeds for this precious little soul. They have to take off their shoes and walk in the dirty water. Sometimes water boot is not, no water boot can do nothing on here, you know. Because the water is higher than the water boat.
In the meantime, counsel for the Petersfield Division, George Wright, says he is aware of the problem affecting the residents. He says he too is affected because he has a business in the area. Meanwhile, Mr. Wright is making a suggestion on how the situation can be addressed.
I wish that we could have someone, not just from the municipal corporation, but we need an engineer to come down and evaluate this area to see how best we can make some drains, and not just earth drains, but U-drains to relieve this community of the flooding.
Shamela Pullen.
Water and debris has become a breeding site for mosquitoes. Residents say members, including children, have contracted dengue as a result. The area was visited by authorities who promised to clean the gully.
Why the fever just come on the kids them, and they having a lot, not eating, not drinking, terrible pains. What the cause of it? Really, because my baby had come in last week Saturday, tell me that she don't feel good. When I there feeding her and pills, I realize it not helping her. I have to run to children, find out is what really wrong. When I go there, it says this, the dengue that going around.